Me, Sean. Welcome to the live stream, Interstellar Transport Company. Today, we're going to try playing a custom scenario. It'll be exciting. It'll be fun. We'll have it going here in just a minute. So if you are watching this on VOD or later on, however you want to put it, you can go ahead and skip ahead a minute or two because, as usual, I'm going to give a minute or two for people to start showing up. Once people start showing up, I will jump into the game and we will see how exciting things are. Things will definitely be exciting. It's Interstellar Transport Company. Can't help but have this game be exciting. It's an exciting game. Lots of trading, lots of other types of fun that you would expect from a game like this. You know what I'm talking about. Viewers, you guys are here to watch because you like this game. So that's why I'm playing it. And I don't know, I'm just like trying to figure out something to say. You know what? I am not going to wait around much longer. So, hey, Superwoman. Hello, Superwoman. Thank you for showing up. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well there in New York. It's a beautiful day here in Portland. Sunny outside. Once I'm done with this stream, I gotta go feed my brother's dog. He's on vacation. I have to drive 40 minutes to get to his house to feed his dog. It's just great. And it's like the busiest, the heaviest traffic in Portland is between my house and my brother's house. So lucky me, heading out there to help him out. Hey, False Phoenix! Thanks for showing up. Good to see you. False Phoenix and I had a good time. We taped up a multiplayer game that will be on our channel starting tomorrow. We're going to have some fun multiplayer action. Superwoman says she doesn't mind this game, but she would like Slime Rancher more. Well, sorry, Superwoman, I do not have a copy of Slime Rancher, so we'll not be playing that one. But Foxy Fern has got a let's play of that going. You could go check it out over on her channel. Ian Stephenson says first live stream he's caught. Well, good, Ian. Good to see you. Manny says don't forget to feed the plants and water the dog. They don't have any plants, thank goodness, because I probably would forget to take care of them. I'm not very good at taking care of plants. All right, yep, you can hear Mr. Bigglesworth. He's upset. He's been quiet all day until I started streaming, and I think he's jealous that I'm talking to somebody else. All right, so we're going to do a random starting system. I'm going to not worry so much about the galaxy size because we usually don't get outside of our system anyways. I am going to set myself some artificial handicaps. I believe the unfair difficulty typically starts you with 75,000. So I'll find pretty close to 75,000, and then 150,000 in loans. That's pretty close. All right, so we basically got the difficulty set to be unfair difficulty as far as finances are concerned, and we will set that to unfair. Set that to unfair. We're going to add in 4 opponents. Gonna change my, I went right past it. Change my color to cyan because I like cyan. It's a good color. Change that one to red because it'll show up and you can see it better. All right, so 3 AI components, and we'll call this Stream Time Spaceship Company. Sounds good. Armadillo Hero, hello. Oh, Armadillo Hero is here to tell us he's leaving. Sounds like typical Armadillo Hero. Thank you for showing up to tell us that you're not going to be here to watch. I look forward to you telling us you're back so you can tell us you're leaving again. That's always a lot of fun. Looks like we're all ready to go here, so I'm going to go ahead and start the game. Now, if we do not have a system with a planet and a moon, we will have to start over because it's pretty hard to get going without a moon. And it does not look like we're going to start on a system with a planet and a moon. So, I mean, we do have a planet and we do have a moon, but that's not what I meant. I meant a planet and moon right next to each other. I suppose we could possibly try to start with these two. Seems like that's going to be very difficult. But you know what? They are close to each other. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens, because I don't really want to have to start over. Hey, Whiskers! Good to see you. Whiskers, Chris is one of the developers of this game, and he showed up to stop by. I am not on pre-release. Should I be? I haven't tried out because I thought you had said that it didn't work properly. So I haven't been using it yet. I was waiting for you to basically give the okay on it. I am kind of curious because I'm going to be recording a multiplayer game day after tomorrow, and I am curious whether I should use the pre-release for that recording. I was going to ask you guys over on the thingy. But if you think I should be playing on the pre-release, let me know now, and I can get it set up before I get too far into this game. Because I always do like to play. I typically like to play on the beta. You know what I mean. I should do a max loan, zero cash, unfair game. Well, this one's not too far off. We're starting with 75,000 in cash and 150,000 in loans. So, and unfair otherwise. So I tried to set it. Pre-release has better AI. All right. Let's do it then. All right, guys, be patient. While we're patient, there's a picture of the eclipse from last week. Let's see here. So, what are we playing? Interstellar. We go to properties. Go to betas. Pre-release. Close. And then we're downloading. Very good. Oh. No, why are you doing that, silly game? Scheduled for 1:43 a.m. Oh wait, that's Endless Space 2. Who cares about that? Whoops. Just go to my library. Thank you. All right. Let's give it another shot. Superwoman played with no AI. How was that? How'd you like that? All right, August 22. Loading save game multiplayer. Fix lots of multiplayer bugs. Improvement to AI companies. All right. Okay, single player. New custom game. So you think I should do zero cash? And let's see, we were starting with about $225,000. I'll give it a shot. Why not? Sure. Random starting system. Add those companies back in. Change those colors back around. There we go. Unfair difficulty. All right. Chris says the only thing that's broke on pre-release is loading a save in multiplayer is laggy for remotes. Well, is that broken though? Because like you couldn't even load multiplayer previously, so it seems like that would be an improvement. Hey, and look at that. We started with a system with a planet and a moon, so that's good. Probably wouldn't have been able to have that work properly anyways in the last game. So let's start again. Set up our routes here. New route. This is planet 3 and moon 3A. So we're gonna have 3A. Save. On 3A, we do not want to pick up food. We do not want to pick up water. And on 3, we want to wait for a full load with machinery. All right. I am going to buy a gate. Oh boy, a green planet. Interesting. Let's buy up a couple of gates. Accept. Accept. We go back. We go ships. Purchase new ship. Armadillo Ero asks how life is. Life's good, buddy. I'm playing lots of games, having fun. How are you doing? So I always like to start with the Space Bus D500. I like the cargo capacity. Did these icons change a little bit? They look pretty nice. Let's go ahead and order that. We're going to unpause. Spaceports on this route do not have... Oh, that's because I forgot to buy one on the moon. So let's get that taken care of real quick. Oh, AI's already buying them. AI, stop it. There we go. And we'll do this. We'll do this. And that. And that. Take a couple of those out. Put those there. So I don't know if it's been changed, but right now colonists make no distinction between first class and coach. So you may as well just fill them all up on coach, and they will all fly that way, and you can make slightly more profit. I always try to let people know that when I'm playing multiplayer with them, because I don't want to have an unfair advantage with my slightly superior knowledge of the game. Let's see, this is a food 3-3A ship. This one is water 3-3A. And passengers 3-3A. Save. I said save. Thank you. Let's move this out of the way. Oh, you can't really see what's going on in the background anyways. And finally, machinery 3-3A. Save that one up. I'm almost broke already. I'm down to 50,000 credits, space dollars. Superwoman says, I wish for multiplayer there's a way to save the game and then use that game again, not starting over. That is a goal. Chris actually implied that is close to working if it doesn't already work. That it causes some lag right now when you try to do that. So that's an improvement over it not working at all. So it sounds like, there you go. Chris says there is. So that is into the game now. Now it's only on the test thing though, right? Not on the main branch. You need to opt into the test branch, like I did at the start of this game. So Armadillo Hero says the Escapist 2 is out. Can I play it, please? Nope, because I don't own a copy of it. I sent them an email asking for a copy to play, and they did not send me one, so I unfortunately cannot play it. I do not have money to buy games to play, well, period, because I don't really play games outside of when I'm doing Let's Plays and live streams. But until I get a job, I cannot be buying video games to be playing on this. Ian says the sad thing is he has to leave in about an hour. Well, I'm sorry, Ian, but you know, I'm not going anywhere, and you know, that didn't really make any sense. Like, the video is still going to be recording and stuff. Tarog, hello Tarog, good to see you, and glad that you're here. Thanks for watching. He asks what's been good to play lately. Well, this for sure. I've been playing. This is one game that I actually have been playing in my spare time. I don't normally have time to play video games for fun, but I have made time to play this game because I really enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun. So that's what's been good to play as far as I'm concerned recently. Chris says, you can save a multiplayer game and play it in single player, or on the beta branch you can load saves in the multiplayer lobby. Oh, that's awesome. Well, Tarl, it's good to be busy. Like, that means your life must be going pretty good. You got stuff going on, so I'd rather you be busy than have nothing but time to sit around all day watching me play video games. I think having stuff going on in your life is the better of those options. So I'm glad that you have a little time today, though. Always happy to see longtime people jumping back in to check things out. Armadillo Hero, well, I'm not specifically taking a year off of work. I'm just, like, burning through my savings right now. I need to find a job. But I've got enough money to last a while longer. Like, I'm not worried about it, but it's not really the most responsible thing for me to do. But I live very frugally. If I continue not spending any money on anything other than rent and food and insurance and electricity and all the stuff that I have to spend money on, I can still go for a little while yet. I can definitely... Oh, wait. That's right. I want to buy some more ships here. Another passenger ship. Yes, please. Passenger. There we go. I don't know that I've ever watched Blitz play any game. I don't really watch a lot of Let's Play videos, and when I do watch them, they tend to be smaller, like people with like 20,000 subscribers or less. Tarl Gas, if I've had any luck finding work? No, but I'm not like looking very hard either. I've applied for a few jobs and haven't. I've been rejected for them. Still kind of. I'm still going through the process of trying to get that job with the police department as a records clerk here in Portland. Armadillo Hero said a few live streams ago I said I took a year off of work. Well, if I said that, I was not speaking literally. I mean, it's kind of true. I haven't worked since December. So it's getting to be to where I've taken a year off of work, but that's what it is. Ian says I should sleep 2 minutes a day, do 8 hours of work a day, and 14 hours of videos. Well, once I go back to work, I'll still keep putting out 2 videos a day, but it is going to be hard to stream because most likely I will be working during the good time to be streaming. It definitely is not really worth the time to stream at a bad time, you know, like 7 o'clock at night or something like that. It's no good for me to be streaming because you guys are all asleep during that time. Short Circuit 3 says, hey, a fellow Portlander. Well, I'm a fellow Portlander. I am not sure what a Portlandian is, but I do live here in Portland, Oregon, that's for sure. Looks like the AI is sending a lot of stuff over there. Armadillo Hero, Portland is a city in Oregon in the United States. So we're on the west coast, north of California, south of Washington. It's the largest city in Oregon, but not really all that large a city. We're like number 34 in the United States or something like that. Soon as they upgrade the spaceport to where I can start sending ships over there, I'll start sending ships over there. But for now, I'll let the AI send some rockets over there. They can go to the trouble of sending rockets and stuff. And I got a nice positive cash flow, so I don't need to worry about that. Short Circuit says that it's reassuring that I don't call myself a Portlandian. Yeah, it's because I'm from Oregon. I'm an Oregonian like my entire life. Portlandia is a statue. I mean, it's still a TV show, which I thought was kind of funny. Chris wants to see the stats. So here's how they're doing. Cash Wish. Wow, they are crushing me net worth wise, but I think that's because I've invested in spaceships. but I am doing better income-wise, and I'm definitely beating them in the operating loss column. So that's how they're doing. Have they upgraded? Size 3. So I want to put a maintenance hangar here, and then I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the spaceport to the next level. Let's buy up a couple of gates. Go back. I guess I need to make a little more cash. Let's go ahead and set up our route. New route. Add stop. Planet 3. Add stop. Planet 2. 3, 2. Oh, what the? Now that's weird. I have no idea why it did that. So, first off, it lost the name that I had for my 3-3A route, and strangely duplicated it, and it reassigned some of my ships? Huh. So that's what's going on there. Alright, so Chris, you see this? All my ships are still assigned to 3-3A, yet for some reason it's showing this nonsense over here. Jared Camphonic is pumped that he could catch his first live stream. Well, I'm glad that you're here too, Jared. Thank you for showing up. Well, now that's even more weird. Okay. Chris says close and open up the page, which is exactly what I did. He's going to think, wow, Sean read that really fast, but that's not the case. It just timed out that way. So it looked like I had somebody else's thing or something. Anyways, Ian has never lived outside the suburbs of Cincinnati, which is on the southwest of Ohio. I've never been to Cincinnati, but I did go to Chicago once, which is in Illinois, which is not really near Ohio at all. But for some reason, I get those states confused. Ohio is further along the Great Lakes. You guys are going to have a eclipse here in 8 years. You guys are going to get it this next time. Manny says, was that the backspace key? I don't think so. Maybe. But, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Let's get some cash going here. Well, I was just glad that all my ships didn't get reassigned to different routes and stuff. That would have been a little frustrating. And the 520 is already available. Boy, that comes so early. Ian says 8 years till their eclipse. That sucks. Well, I don't know. Seems pretty soon. Actually, I think it's only 7 years, but still. I was not expecting to have another one in the United States like for forever. Oh, solar eclipse, Ian. Lunar eclipses happen like once a year. Those are all over the place. Tonic the Damned asks what kind of work I want to do. You know, management, you know, just a job that I enjoy. It's hard to say what kind of work I want to do. I don't have a degree or anything. So it's, you know, just want a job that I enjoy that pays my bills and stuff. All right, so I need to get some ships on this 3-2 route. So we're going to purchase up one of these bad boys, going 3-2. And I guess that's it for now. Let's unpause it. And then we'll do a water one next, once I get enough cash. Torgis says that don't need to wait for an eclipse, just stare at the sun until everything turns black. Unfortunately, I have kind of a bad habit of occasionally looking up at the sun. Like, not that often, maybe twice a year, but still far more often than you should. Armadillo Hero wants to know who's heard of Bruce Forsyth? Is that a musician? Like Bruce Forsyth in the Range or something like that? I think I've heard of that. I guess I can... I forgot I'm not playing single player or multiplayer where I need to keep it at a low speed. I can actually turn the speed up as much as I want in this one. Oh. See, here's where those hotkeys would be handy for the speed. Alright, there's a passenger ship. Let's empty that one out. Set up a machine ship. Oh, I do need to make sure that I set up the... oh, what the what? Get out of there, business class passengers. And set up wait for full load on that machine ship here. So I can still leave that going. Routes 3-2. Wait for full load. And here, do not wait for food. And do not wait for water. Okay. Torgus says he likes my pronunciation. Not sure what you mean by that, Torgus. Is this an episode of Context Not Included? It sounds like it's an episode of Context Not Included, everybody's third favorite podcast here on Vanilla PC Strategy. One you don't hear very often, it's Context Not Included. Torgus HT does not like my pronunciation, but I have no idea what he's talking about because the context is not included. Does he mean he thinks I have a silly accent? Well, that's unlikely because I have the most boring American accent ever. Does he like my pronunciation of his name? Torjus. How would you pronounce it? Torgus? Torhus? I don't know how to pronounce it, so I just make my best guess. Does he like that? People never like that. Context not included. There's a reason that we don't play this very often because it's not very funny. Thank you for listening, everybody. Back to the podcast, or back to the stream. Oh, good times there. Good reminder as to why we don't play Context Not Included. Pronunciation of his name. Well, if I am not pronouncing it correctly, you could try to spell it out phonetically, or like tell me what it would rhyme with or something. But yes, you're probably right. It's probably not Torgus. Thorus? I wouldn't say it's super lame. Oh, now how did I do that? That was weird. Alright, so we've got another ship launching. I need to go through and name all my ships because I had stopped doing that. Alright, so we've got a food 3-2 ship there. We've got a water 3-2 ship and a passenger 3-2 and of course machinery 3-2. Now I've got these ships that are sitting and they're waiting for full load, so they're taking up all my gates. I need to get a couple more gates going on here, but I don't have enough cash for that. Superwoman and Tarl both have no idea what was going on when we played Context Not Included. We're just having a good time. That's how it goes. We're having fun here on the stream. Bob Hope asks how I keep my reputation up on further planets like Europa and Titan by sending lots of ships their way. I just make sure I just keep sending more ships and meeting their demands. It works out pretty well. Ian feels like the last 23 minutes felt like 3 minutes. Well, that's good. That must mean I'm entertaining. I agree, it does seem like time is going by very quickly. Especially since we've hardly gotten anything done. Probably doesn't help that I'm running this on super slow speed. I'm pretty good at this game. I should be able to run it at a reasonable speed. It's the constant chatter that slows me down. Of course you like What's Your Time Zone better, Superwoman. That's everybody's #1 favorite podcast on Vanilla PC Strategy. Context Not Included is the #3 favorite podcast, and there's only three podcasts, so that's kind of a hint right there. And it's #3 for a reason. That's also the reason that you've probably never heard it before, because it's not very funny. What's Your Time Zone is hilarious, which is why everybody likes to hear it, even though it's basically the same thing. I don't really understand. But you know what? I'm not here to judge. You guys like it. That makes me happy. Bob Hope says his reputation always drops to 0. Are you having famines and stuff, Bob? Because famines for sure will cause your reputation to drop to 0. So just make sure you have a good balance of passengers, food, and water going. You don't want to have... basically, I try to keep one ship of passengers, one ship of food, and one ship of water, and that usually works out pretty well. Yeah, as long as I keep doing that, it yeah, usually goes pretty good. Let's speed up the time. And I probably need to get a ship specifically carrying raw resources back from the moon to our main planet to increase the production of machinery. Thorus says it's his first time here. Not so sure about the inside jokes. Yeah, you know, that's why they're not constant. Don't worry about it, Thorus. They don't take up the entirety of the Let's Play. I mean, of the stream. They are fun though for the regulars. Oh, we must have another colony going on. Oh my gosh, where did this bad boy come from? Moon 6C has got a little colony going on over there. Not really a lot of incentive for me to get involved with that at this time. I'm going to focus on Planet 2, which will be good for population and stuff. What do they got going on out here? Oh, rare resources on Planet 6C. That's nice. Unfortunately, it rotates the wrong way, which could conceivably be a problem. Armadillo Hero has got to go. All right, see ya, Armadillo Hero. Thanks for watching. Always happy to see you here. Whiskers wants to know if any of the AI has gone bankrupt yet. Doesn't look like it. Looks like NASA is not doing so great, but they do. No, they don't have any rockets going out there or anything. Tanuk the Damned. Hello, Tanuk the Damned. Good to see you. Thank you for watching. Always appreciate seeing new people show up in the stream. I did just see a dark blue ship go by there, so that's the NASA ship. So their finances obviously are not that NASA-y. Very funny stuff, Sean. Thank you. You're welcome, everybody, for that joke. Holy mackerel, I've got a lot of money. $238,000. Where did that come from? That's what happens when you run this game at a high speed and don't pay attention to what you're doing. Let's get these 3-2 ships. How's our demand looking over here? It's looking all right. So I need to keep pumping up this demand. So we're going to duplicate our food. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to order a duplicate ship for the food 3-2. I said order a duplicate ship. There we go. Water 3-2 and passenger 3-2. Very nice. And now we'll put in the duplicate names. Food. Everybody's favorite part of the live stream, watching me name my ships. Nothing could be more exciting than that. Water and passengers. P32. Now, you may say, boy, Sean, it's really boring watching you rename all your ships. Well, you know, it would be even more boring watching me trying to search and find my ships that I didn't rename later on. So that's why I do it now. Now, once ASA 6C upgrades their starbase, then I will upgrade it to the next level and start sending some ships there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and buy up a maintenance hangar right now. I always like to buy my maintenance hangar first. So then when I upgrade the starbase, I can get those points back because you get reputation points. Many would like me to send a rocket to the sun. Pretty sure it will not let me do that. And Thorus says, send water to the sun. There might be a demand for it. Yeah, probably. I bet you they're thirsty there on the sun. Ian says he would say that he's been here since 1,200 subscribers, which is true. But on quickly growing channels like this, that was only about a week ago. I'd say that was maybe a month ago, or a couple months ago, really. 1,200 subscribers. It's been a while. Many says he was one of the first 5 subscribers. As a matter of fact, I believe Many was my first subscriber. Because when I count him as my first subscriber anyways, because when I very first started my channel, I sent him a Reddit message and asked him to give me, to let me know what he thought of my first episodes. But don't complain about the microphone quality because I understand how bad it is. And he wrote back and told me how bad the microphone quality was. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, he did do that, but he gave me a lot of good advice. Surprisingly, he's stuck around and been with me ever since, which is great. He offers me a lot of good advice and gives me very important, honest feedback. And always loves it when I talk about what a great viewer he is. He always gets excited hearing me talking about that. He keeps telling me I need to talk more about how many people watch my channel, but I'm not going to do it, Many. Nice try. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yep, he's been around for a while. But you know what? I am happy. New people, old people, all people. I'm happy everybody likes to watch my channel. Thank you so much. Very fortunate. Let's turn that speed back up because we've got things going. I've got a good amount of money here. I think I'm going to go ahead and... yeah, Manny says that microphone was bad. Yeah, the audio quality was really bad on the first. First off, I kind of talk like this all the time while I was playing, and I really didn't talk very loud. And so you know, there was a lot of that when I first started, but it got better. Taurus, dang it, I keep saying that. Taurus asks, what microphone do I use now? It sounds pretty good. I have a Void RGB headset microphone, and yeah, I like it a lot. It cost about 60 bucks or something like that. I bought it. It's lasted me almost a year now. I bought it like in November, I think. But it's definitely a good setup. I am quite happy with it. Gonna go ahead and upgrade our maintenance shed here so we can get an extra maintenance ship. I saw we have a broken down ship hanging out here. Now they could use some water, sitting right next to the sun like that. Jeez Louise, talk about what's that? What was that Darren Aronofsky movie where they Solaris? Was that it? Where they flew up close to the sun and there was like space zombies or something like that? That was a great movie. Maybe not so much the space zombie part, but the rest of it was really good. I liked it. I like Darren Aronofsky, if that's who it was. Might have been somebody else. Tanuk the Damned says this makes him want to fix his computer so he can get into this game. Yeah, this is a pretty fun game. And it's very exciting to think about what will come next. Because Chris and Mike, the developers, they're working very hard on this game. They're always putting out new patches and always doing their best to improve things. They're very active over on the Discord. Very nice guys. Minnie says if the audio wasn't so... well, actually, it's not what he said. He says if they weren't so bad, I'd almost watch those first episodes again. Yeah, aside from the audio, they're pretty good. Yeah, the audio is pretty bad. Hard to watch them. But even if you jump in like at episode 35 or something on the, what was it, Fallville? Episode 35 on the Fallville series, it's not bad. Kind of fun. Thoris says RGB makes everything better, even audio quality. I guess I'm not getting it. Must be a inside joke of some sort. Whiskers Chris says he's working on bug fixes while he watches, so that's good. Real time bug fixes. One bug fix that I would sure love to see is the bug where it doesn't copy spaceship names when you copy spaceships. That's a bug I'd like to see fixed. Hey, they upgraded the spaceport over here, so I'm going to upgrade the spaceport myself so I can start sending ships to this planet also. Buy up a couple of gates, set up a new route, going from there to there. And by the way, in case anybody took that too seriously, I was just joking. That's not a bug. That's a feature that I've requested a couple of times. I'm giving Chris a hard time. It did it again with that route thing, Chris. Very strange that it would do that. I'm just giving Chris a hard time for not implementing my ship auto naming feature that I requested a while back. Yeah, there you go. Chris says that's a feature, not a bug. Exactly. Exactly. In your mind, anyways. Ian is playing Tetris while he watches this. Well, that might not be such a good idea. Good way to lose at Tetris. I probably should get some ships going out to that other planet, but boy, I really want to get ships going to the new place too. Or actually, I probably should focus more on Planet 2, but I'm gonna get these guys going on Planet 6, or on the moon of Planet 6 first. So let's order that ship. That's food. Uh-oh, did I order 2 of them? No, I only ordered 1. Good. All right, food, water. And passengers. There we go. Do I got all 3 of them? 1, 2, 3. Great. And then the machinery, of course. Order ship. I need to fix that route up. Routes. Wait for full load. And then, of course, on 6C, we do not want to pick up any food, and we do not want to pick up any water. Very good. Tanak the Damned says it would be cool to see the ship menu separated by routes. I know that having the ship menu be sortable is a feature that Chris and Mike are working on, so they do have that on their list. Thoros used to get the Tetris song stuck in his head. Yep, me too, and now that you've mentioned it, I have it stuck in my head as well. Bob Hope says, Chris, in my current game, if I change the pickup options for Earth, it changes all my routes to the same pickup auction. Is that supposed to happen? Well, that doesn't sound good. Chris says major ship screen improvements are in the work, but it's going to take a week or more. Yeah, that seems like a long-term project for sure. Axel says 28,000 for a space bus. That's dirt cheap. I think I'll buy myself one. Yeah. A space bus costs about the same as upgrading a spaceport, which that's a bargain if you ask me. Speaking of, I probably need another spaceport because I've got a lot of ships waiting for machinery here. So let's set up another space gate. And maybe even another one. Very good. All right. So we've got a lot of passengers going to Planet 2. And a few of them going to Planet 6. So I need to increase my Planet 2 route. How's the demand looking on 2? Nice and steady. So I want to keep ships circling on the Planet 2 route as well. So let's start with passenger 3-2, and then we'll do water 3-2 as we get enough money. And I need 28,000. Oh, 10. Nope. Oh, you know what I should have done while I had all that cash was repay my loans. Because I'm going to have a bit of a not making much money period here while these ships head out to the moon of 6. Alright, there's my water 3-2, and now I need a food 3-2. Tanak the Damned said he would buy a space bus instead of a new car. I think that space dollars are each worth 100 regular dollars. I'm gonna pretend that's the case. Latronibus. First off, hello, Latronibus. Good to see you. Says, now I have that How to Stay Aligned song stuck in my head. Well, I don't know that song unless that's the theme song from, since I mentioned Planet 6. Yeah, I still don't know what you're talking about then, for sure. There we go, exactly right. Axel says, as someone who's never seen this game, it looks awesome. How much does it cost? And Latronibus says, base price is $20. It may still be on sale for $18. I think it is actually not on sale any longer. It is up to $20. But it's very fun. It's early access. This is the first alpha for early access. So there are a lot of features still to be implemented. And they have quite a roadmap set up. If you look on the Steam page, you can see what their goals are for this game. And the developers, I mean, as you can see, we've got one of the developers hanging out in the chat right now. They're very active with the community and very much, they inspire confidence in their dedication to the game. Like, they remind me of like Tynan with RimWorld, or the guys with Factorio, or the guys with Prison Architect. They're definitely listening to what the community wants and staying on top and constantly trying to fix the game and make it better. So yeah, it's got a really strong recommendation on Steam right now. I don't know what the rating is. Last time I looked it was 90%, but it's been a few days since I looked. Yeah, it's a great game. If you like trading kind of games, and yeah, I like it a lot. I'm very happy with it. As you could probably tell, because I've had a lot of content from this game on my channel lately. It's really nice when there's a game I like to play that you guys all want to watch. That equals lots and lots of videos. I keep tricking these other Let's Play people into playing multiplayer against me, and then I do better than them. Funny. Yeah, if you pick it up, Axel, let me know. I'll play a multiplayer. Manny says, staying aligned is that Bee Gees song that goes, staying aligned, staying aligned. That song, by the way, always makes me think of the movie Airplane, where the guy and the girl meet in the bar. Elaine is the woman's name, Ted, where Ted and Elaine meet in the bar in Airplane 1, and Staying Alive comes on, and he does his little dance number. Very funny. I love that movie. So funny. All right, let's get these 6C ships duplicated. Food, water, and passengers. Food, water. Oh no, I named the ship incorrectly. Passengers. There we go. Okay, food, water, and passengers. Food 3, 6C. Water 3, 6C. And passengers 3, 6C. All right, save that up. Close that up. Got some new ships on that route. Chris, yes, that is Staying Alive. Manny was making a joke. He was just joking around. Superwoman says she's doing pretty good. If she could get her game that she's playing now in multiplayer, I would have trouble catching up to her. Well, I don't know that anybody could catch up to anybody in this game. Like, I mean, I suppose it's possible, but once you have a good lead, it's pretty hard to get caught up. Tanakh the Damned says it's a parody song for EVE Online. So is that actually the parody? They have a parody of Staying Alive called Staying Aligned? Because if that's the case, that's weird. That just the synergy in the way that I'm pretty sure Many was just making a joke, but like if that's actually the case, it's weird that Many just happened to figure it out like that. All right, Planet 2 still has reasonable demand, and I bet you we still have a lot of people trying to get off Planet 3. Oh yeah, look at all those people trying to go to Planet 2. So let's duplicate our Planet 2 ships. Food, water, and passengers. There we go. Food, water, and one more. Get down here. There we are. Passengers. How is our... obviously we don't have any... Oh, we actually do have machinery waiting. How is that possible? Wow, crazy. Alright, so I can set up another ship carrying machinery. I'm actually going to duplicate the ship carrying machinery to Planet 6 because the faster we can get machinery there, the faster they'll start generating more rare resources. If I understand how this game works. Ah, got it. Latronibus says it's a different song about Stay Alive by The Fray, and the hook of that song is How to Stay Alive. The hook of the parody is How to Stay Aligned. Ah, got it. Okay. Chris says, whoop whoop, it's the sound of the police. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure what you meant by that. Unless you heard the police car driving by my window. Which is entirely possible because police car. Actually, I think it was an ambulance that just drove by my window, but still. Although in Northern Ireland, I'm sure your ambulances and police cars sound quite a bit different than the ambulance and police cars that we have here in Portland, beautiful Portland, Oregon. I'm going to duplicate my 36C ships. Didn't I just do that? So maybe I want to duplicate the 3-2 ships again. Food, water, passengers. I said passengers. There we are. Food. And scroll down, and then here's the next ship with the exciting action of me typing in characters, and finally we're going to come down to this one where I'm going to type in those same 3 characters, and then very soon we'll start that all over again because I will... Now why did it not... There we are. Latronibus asks for what's my opinion of the default map starting in Sol. I like it fine. Like it makes for a more predictable game. Like you can always get in and start it, and you know how it's going to turn out, and like the AI does really well. It doesn't really look like the AI is doing so well in this one. Looks like they're losing money pretty badly, and they're definitely not making much money, and their net worth is terrible. So. I was hoping that the AI would be a little more capable here in the custom game, especially since I started with a pretty serious handicap. Now, Chris, I don't know, does that mean that the AI started with the same financial handicap? Did they also start with a $250,000 loan? And, you know what I mean? Because like maybe that's part of the reason they didn't do so well. It seems like the planet setup should have been pretty favorable for the AI to move back and forth between the planet and the moon, and then between the planet and Planet 2, kind of like they would normally do with Earth Luna and Earth Mars. But they, yeah, did not. And they seem to be pretty much non-existent at this point. I can see they've got a few ships going back and forth to the original planet's moon, but that's it. So that's kind of a drag. I'm going to set up a new route for rare resources. I usually call it that. There we go. And this will have Planet 3. I say Planet 3 and Planet 3A. And on 3, it will not pick up food. But on 3A, it will also not pick up food. Chris says the AI still sucks in random systems. Okay. Yeah, it's a drag. So I really like random systems because, like, they're fun. You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't like a random start? Everybody likes random starts. But yeah, if the AI is incompetent, then, you know, I mean, it's still fun, right? Because I like to grow and I like to see the planets grow, and like I usually defeat the AI pretty badly, so you know, the AI being absolutely incompetent is only a little bit worse than the AI being fairly incompetent. But either way, the AI is probably going to lose, and I am probably going to win. So, you know, it doesn't. But obviously, it's not ideal. Not ideal. All right, so I'm going to switch these food ships over to that new goods route, so they will focus more on bringing back rare resources. And they will also haul some consumer goods up to the moon, which is, you know, which is okay. I do want to make sure I change the names of these ships, though, to the good designation. There we go. How's Planet 6C? Oh my gosh, look at all that demand. A lot of demand out here. Do I have enough money? I'm going to upgrade my maintenance shed. Let's turn the speed up a little bit. Superwoman does not mind that the AI sucks at anything. And Ian says he probably sucks more than the AI does. I don't know. It'd be pretty hard to do worse than the AI on this map, anyways. AI does do all right on the solar system, but the key to this game is just expand fast. Like there's no need to sit on money. Once you have enough money, buy more ships. I mean, that's pretty much that's my strategy. As soon as I have enough money to buy more ships, I buy more ships. Which, you know, I mean, that's not unique to this game. That's what you do in Railroad Tycoon, and that's what you do in, I mean, pretty much any transportation-oriented game. And then you watch, and once you saturate a route, you stop buying new ships, and you start buying new ships on a different route. You know, occasionally you want to throw a little bit of money at maintenance or like taxis and whatnot, but especially at first, early on in the game, when you got to try to make as much money as you can, you really need to push the expansion quickly. Around year 6 or 7, you're going to be busy upgrading your ships and stuff, and you won't be expanding as much then. Chris says, one day the AI will beat me and take over the galaxy. I hope so. I like it when the AI is so difficult I can't beat it on the hardest difficulty. You know, like, I mean, I get frustrated. Like, I'm frustrated with Civ 6 because I can only... Actually, even on Civ 5, I could only beat the AI on... I couldn't beat it on the highest difficulty levels. And on Civ 6, I definitely can't. I can't even beat it on the 6th difficulty level out of 8, which annoys me. But you know, it keeps me challenged for sure, which is what I want. I don't want necessarily to have a cakewalk. Oh, we're at about the halfway point. I guess that means Ian is going to need to get going, huh? Because it's 3 o'clock. I think that means it's 6 o'clock for Ian, which would mean that Ian is in the Eastern time zone. I know what Ian's time zone is, but what I don't know is what everybody else's time zone is. Everybody, that means it is time for everybody's favorite, #1 favorite podcast here on Vanilla PC Strategy. What's your time zone? Ian, your time zone, is it Eastern Standard Time? What's your time zone? Superwoman, I know your time zone, but maybe the chat doesn't. Superwoman, what's your time zone? Latronibus, you're new to the channel. You're like, what the hell is going on? It's what's your time zone? That's what's going on. Cade, what's your time zone? Ah, my throat is already going out and I barely even started. What's your time zone? Axel Frowned, what's your time zone? Tunnock the Damned, this is the damned best podcast here on Vanilla PC Strategy. What's your time zone? Jared Comphonic says EST hype. EST, that's your time zone. Whiskers 434 Chris is at BST. His time zone is BST, the best time zone, as they say. Bob Hope, Eastern Standard Time. Here at Vanilla PC Strategy, it is Pacific Standard Time. West Coast is the best coast. Pacific Time is the best time. I don't care what Superwoman says, where she says East Coast is the best time zone. Cade Marsh, Pacific Standard Time. Good for you, Cade. Ian, Eastern Time Zone. Many, what's your time zone is the best podcast, but CET is the best time zone. CET, maybe in Austrian, that stands for best time zone, but in American, it stands for central whatever something or other time zone. Oh no, I lost my announcer voice. That's right. It's what's your time zone, where I talk like a crazy person for about a minute while everybody tells me their time zones. If you haven't told me your time zone, time is just about up. That's the time zone, the just about up time zone. We're in the zone of where time is just about up. Does that make any sense? Is that a thing? That doesn't matter because it's what's your time zone. If you haven't told me yet, your time is up now because it's the end of everybody's favorite podcast brought to you by Vanilla PC Strategy. An idea that I kind of stole from Earwolf's You Talking You Two to Me podcast. What's your time zone is silly and pointless and a good way to kill about a minute somewhere in the middle of every episode. Thanks for listening, everybody, and back to the stream. Oh boy. Always exciting when What's Your Time Zone pops in here in the middle. Ian's got to go. Bye, Ian. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, he tried to sneak in a little Tibet time zone there at the last minute, but I wasn't quick enough to catch that. Sorry, Ian. But thank you for all your participation, and of course everybody who participated in What's Your Time Zone and has been participating in the chat. So that's about the halfway point here for our stream. So we've still got another hour left for those of you watching. But I am going to wrap up pretty much right at 4 o'clock because I got to go hop in the car and face the horrible traffic trying to get out to Hillsborough and back within the next couple of hours. Otherwise, my brother's dog will be very hungry and unhappy that he hasn't gotten to go on a walk. He loves going on walks. Boy, that dog... Never seen a dog that loves walking as much as my brother's dog. He's a hilarious little tiny dog. He weighs less. They have a cat as well, and their cat is really nice. Their dog weighs less than their cat. He's just a funny little dog. But he's, well, first off, it's a girl. She's a super nice dog, and but boy, she loves to bark. I take her out walking, and she barks like crazy whenever any other dog even like looks our way. She gets very defensive. I guess if you own a small dog, you probably know what that's like. Alright. I need to set up some more ships on the 6C route. Oh, the 6C route, huh? That's food. That's water. Right there. And up next would be passengers. There we go. And I think we can actually do another set for the 2 route as well. So passengers, 3-2. food 3-2, water 3-2. There we go. Our machinery ships, are they having to wait very long to get a full load? I'm gonna take a moment here and watch. Okay, so that started out with 16, so it's loading up pretty quick. And that one's maintaining. So it doesn't look like I really have any others waiting for a full load, so that's good. So I could probably throw another machinery 3-6 ship out there. I'm gonna do that. Let's get these new ships named up. Let's see, so we've got food 3-6C. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Next we have water 3-6C. And after that, I'm going to guess passengers 3-6C. And then we're going to have a 3-2 series, if I remember correctly. Food. And I'll get the water ship. Nope, that's another. Oh, did I do two? Oh, that one's passengers, dummy. Watch your icons, silly person. Alright, passengers. And then food. And out of respect for the viewers of the stream, I will not go through and correct the small p's on those things, even though they're going to drive me crazy. But I do not want to waste your time by making you watch me go through and correct the improper capitalization on these things. I can learn to bite my tongue, or whatever the visual equivalent is of biting your tongue. I'm not really sure how you bite your tongue by not looking at something, but you know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, and I've got so much money now. I bet you my loan has been paid off. Nope, not quite. Let's repay that for now. If I wanted to take another one, so I mean, I know the developers have a huge list of stuff to do, but only being able to take a $120,000 loan while I have a company net worth of $1.2 million seems a little. Maybe it's 1/10 of my company net worth or something. Anyway, it seems like you should be able to take a bigger loan. Is all I'm saying. What could I do for bonds? Yeah, $24,000 bond. So I couldn't even buy a ship with a bond. And then of course my credit rating is. Oh, I have a negative line of credit, which is weird. Huh. Okay. I don't. That seems to be not correct. But you know what? I don't need to worry about that. We're doing pretty good. That planet does not have any worthwhile spaceport yet. Still need more ships going to Planet 2, so let's go ahead and set up additional copies of both of our 2 and 6 routes. So we're going to do food, water, passengers. Oh, wait a minute. Passengers. What happened there? Food, water, passengers. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to do for 6 as well. Food, water, and passengers. Like that. Awfully quiet in the chat over there, guys. Like, I'm not complaining. That's good that you're letting me concentrate on playing the game. But I hope everybody's having a good time watching and enjoying the kind of minutia of watching me set up all my ships and everything. I don't know what it is about this game, but it's like really hypnotizing. Even like what I'm doing right now, I just really enjoy it. Even going through and just like repeating these ships and renaming them and stuff. Yeah, something about it just really scratches an itch for me. So water and passengers here. And I've still got, oh my gosh, I've got so much money. Latronibus says he's never seen his credit rating go above C. Maybe there's a way to do that. Yeah, I don't know. Like take lots of loans, holding each for a bit and then paying them off. Maybe. It looked like the, Manny says I have 150 ships already. That's all of the ships for the entire, so that includes the AI ships. So it's not just mine. I did pay off all my loans just a moment ago, but thank you for the suggestion. Food, water, and passengers for Planet 2. So I don't like to buy a bunch of ships at once because then you have a bunch of ships that like just go in a big clump to get to each planet. So I try to spread them out, kind of like we're doing right now, where I buy them in a series of food, water, and passenger, and then I go through and rename each of them. And then usually by the time I'm done renaming each of them, those ships have all left and kind of gotten on their way, and I can start up the whole thing over again. And we're going to have a pretty steady conga line of stuff going to 3 too, so I might just concentrate on Planet 6 for now. I could spend some money to upgrade Planet 5's spaceport and start a circle route going there, but you know, since I'm trying to concentrate on getting Planet 6 going, not a whole lot of point in being the person to lead the effort and getting oh wait, this isn't passenger, is it? And getting Planet 5 online. I want to keep my reputation high on 6C, so I don't really want to detract from that. There we go. Oh my gosh, and I've got almost twice as much money as I had when I started that ship buying process. Which is so bizarre. Maybe I should be investing in Planet 5. Oh wait, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Food, water, passengers. And I'm going to set this up like this. Food, water. Nope, save. There you go, thank you. And passengers. Like that. Very nice. Oh. And if those ships launched, I think it's because I slowed the game down. They haven't launched yet. So turn the speed back up. I see the green team is actually trying to get something done here. They've got a few ships flying around out there. Maybe heading to. I mean, they must be heading to Planet 6C. Otherwise, they're in a very strange spot for their orbit. I didn't mean to go to that one. 6C here. Yep, they do have a gate here on 6C. No rare resources coming off of here yet. I could spend some of my money and put in a mine, I suppose. What I should put in over here is a local office. I will upgrade That hurt my reputation a little bit. I want to subsidize. I'm going to go ahead and subsidize this rare resource mine. What's the harm? And I'm going to make up some of that negative reputation by upgrading their spaceport as well. Chris is going to add more graphs. Cool. I like more graphs. That's for sure. He says it's still hard to see what companies are doing money-wise. Well, the more data, the better, if you ask me. I love charts and graphs. All right. I'm gonna set up another set of ships for Planet 6. Get those going. Calling the subsidy on Alpha 2 has been ended. Well, I didn't even know it had been started, but that's all right. It didn't change my behavior at all. So this is a food ship here. Nope, not food vision. And following up on that is going to be the next ship, which I will rename thusly. And finally, there will be a passenger ship that will also need a fancy name. And it starts with a P and it ends with a Control V. And then I save it. So it looks like I probably need some more gates here on Planet 3. Let's zoom in there. Wow, look at all these people. Still tons of people waiting to get to 6C. Let's update that, and update that, update that. And I still have lots and lots of cash, so I don't need to worry about it. Now, are those aren't my ships circling around the planet, are they? No, those are green ships, it looks like, mostly. All right. How's the moon here doing? Looks like I'm going to switch one of my, this good ship, I'm going to switch it back to a food ship. Like that. I'll change that route back to food. There we go. Because the food surplus on Luna, or on the moon here on 3A has ended. And also they're out of raw materials, rare resources, so get that a little balanced out better. Looks like 3 and 2 are kind of at their closest point right now, so lots and lots of ships going back and forth. Have I reached any sort of surplus here? I could use more gates, that's for sure. Still no surpluses here though, so that's kind of nice. I think I'm going to put a taxi service here, since I have a lot of ships landing. That'll help get them out faster. Prevent too much circling around. Planet 5. Red team is sending some rockets there. That's nice. 6C is still looking good. Spaceport on 5 has been upgraded. Good for you guys. I'm going to put in a maintenance hangar. I'm going to upgrade that maintenance hangar. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the spaceport. And I'll start sending some ships to Planet 5, I guess. Since they've upgraded and everything, they don't really have any specialized resources I want, but we're going to have a bunch of passengers on Earth that want to get there. So, Jared Camphonic has got to run, says it was a great stream. Well, thank you so much, Jared. I appreciate the kind words. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. And I hope you do get a chance to see some more. I stream whenever I get a chance. I'm not sure when my next stream will be. Sunday, probably. But I'm not entirely sure. I've got some, like my mom's birthday is coming up this weekend. So I've got a lot going on this weekend. But I hope you can come by and see me again. If not, that's all right. Not that big a deal. But anyways, thanks. Appreciate you watching. And let's get this 3-5 route set up. Very good. Close that down. Start sending ships that way. New ship. Oh, Gorman Darter, huh? I do kind of like running those, but they use so much fuel. I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with these trusty D500s. And I'm going to put you on the 3-5 route. There it is. 1, 2 machinery and passengers. Very nice. All right. Go down here. Food ship. Type that in there like that, and a little more. We're going to have a water ship. W35. Save. After that comes a machinery ship. Finally, the 4th ship in our little fleet here. Passenger ship P35. Save. Very nice. All right, let those run for a little bit. Get a little closer to the planet. Although I've still got so much money, I really should be investing it. Like, money that you're sitting on is money that you're not investing. So it's silly for me to not be investing this money back into, actually, speaking of investing, I should build another maintenance shed here on planet 3, and I should build a taxi, upgrade that a little bit. I should have a medium office somewhere on here, I think, the one that I started with. Where's my office? There it is. Upgrade that. I still have lots of money. Manny wants to ask how, or well, he doesn't want to ask, he did ask, how the AI is doing. Looks like they're slowly coming back. Not doing so great, though. Their income is fairly modest across the board here. Sol Transportation has got $1 million income, but I have a $6.3 million income. My net worth is $1.67 million, which doesn't really quite match up with my $6 million income, but Sol Transportation has a $200,000 net worth, so I'm worth 8 times Sol Transportation, a little more than 10 times ESTA. And of course NASTA is in the red, so they're not worth any money at all. Superwoman likes the big ships. You can get more people in the ships. Yep, but you need the level 8 spaceports for those, and I don't have any level 8 spaceports going yet, although I do have enough money I could just upgrade. As a matter of fact, I probably should do that. I should just upgrade, because Planet 3 has a level 8. Planet 2 is at level 6, right? So I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade Planet 6C here to a level 8 spaceport, and then I will start switching them over to the large ships. And yeah, so thanks for mentioning that, Superwoman. And then I can start switching some of their ships over to the 3-5 route. So there's a food ship and a water ship and a passenger ship and a machinery ship. There we go. Chris says that you cannot buy other companies yet. Company versus company and PvP stuff will be in a future update. Manny says it'd be worth it for the bankrupt companies to get their spaceships. Something like an auction could be interesting. Gonna go ahead and save up. Save up? Well, I am gonna save up that name. And here's the water. That's right, I forgot that I have 3.5C set in my the clipboard. So I'll do that. There we go. I got some jerk honking on his horn outside my window. You guys probably can't hear it, but I can, and it's very annoying. I don't know why he would be doing that. Maybe it's like a little kid stuck in a car or something. It's not a car alarm though. It's too irregular to be that. So I get these big ships on the 36C route. That means I can move some of the little ships off the 36C route onto 5, like this one. That's a water ship. And let's see, I want to do another water ship. There we go. There we are, 5. Thank you, save. And passenger ship. Now you kind of want to make sure that you switch them when they're on their way back to the home planet, not on their way to their actual destination, because if you switch them at the wrong time, they will basically lose an entire circuit of their route, and or sometimes they'll get stuck on the destination planet, and that's no good. You don't want that. So stuff like this is where being able to sort out your ships would really, really be nice, because it can be a little tedious going through and having to do this. Now, like I said, I do kind of enjoy this kind of weird micromanaging. I don't know why I enjoy it so much, but I do feel like it probably doesn't make for the most interesting thing to watch from somebody who's watching a stream or a Let's Play perspective. Like there's really no getting around it. Like this is just kind of what you have to do in order to be able to play this game. I suppose I could just like not name my ships at all, but that would be a disaster. Like how would you ever keep track of what's going on, you know? Boy, none of these ships are coming back to Planet 3. They are all on their way to Planet 6C. So I might have to come back to that. Alright, well, that was weird. Superwoman says she keeps short routes like from the Earth to Moon with small to middle-sized ships, but longer routes like Moon to different planets get bigger ships as soon as possible. Yep, I agree. That is absolutely the way to go. Bob Hope asks if there's any plans to allow ships to be named when being built. Yeah, Chris has said that is something that they're planning on doing for sure. I mean, Chris, I think he's still in the chat, so he can answer for himself if I'm speaking out of school. But I believe he said that they were going to set it to where when you copy a ship, it will copy the name as well, and then maybe add like a number at the end of it. Which would definitely make, like, you combine that and the ability to sort the ship list. Like those two things would clear up kind of what we're going through right now. I would love to see a thing like in Transport Fever where you can set up your ships to auto upgrade when they hit their next stop. I would love to be able to set all of these small ships to auto upgrade to the large ships when they land on their destination. That would be so nice. You could probably do it faster and honestly without too much inefficiency by just selling the ships and then buying new ones instead. Like the micromanaging kind of thing that I just went through with those ships is not really necessary, but it's you know, probably 20% more efficient than doing it the other way around. I don't know. I probably shouldn't go to all the trouble that I go through to do that. Oh, for some reason I have these set to go to 5, they say 5C, but it's really 6C. Food, water, passengers. Alright. It's weird that they would do that, because I thought I was using the, that thing. Huh. And this water ship right here. There we go. And a passenger ship right there. There you go, real good. Very nice stuff. That one's waiting for full load. It's going to be waiting for a while with that 50 deep cargo bay. Actually, I've got quite a few of them waiting for full load at this point. How do we have a bunch of rare resources on 3A? Help if I can get there. I went too far out. Let's go back to there. And go back to there's where I'm trying to look. I do not have any rare resources waiting on this planet, void. But you know what I do have is cash. So they have a large rare resource mine already set up. I'm actually going to set up for, well, do I have an office? Let's set up an office first. Upgrade that up a little bit. And then I'm going to set up a rare resource mine so we can get more rare resources off of this planet, get more machinery in general. Got about a half hour left, you guys, if you are keeping track or need to go run an errand or something. You know, obviously, probably taking care of important things anyways, rather than watching me play video games. It doesn't seem like much of a priority, but just as a heads up for those of you enjoying this stream, there's about 30 minutes left. And I don't know why that pop-up window is there. There we go, that got rid of it. How's this doing? Still a level 8 spaceport. Oh, we're actually pretty caught up on all our demands and stuff for that one, which is good to see. Let's we're gonna want to switch some of these bad boys back to 5. So you are going back to 5. What? Did I? Oh, I clicked on the wrong ship. That's why. Weird. Very weird. Minnie says it's interesting how orbits influence travel times. Like some of the ships are taking really odd routes from the look of things. So you're saying the ship's coming back from here to here? Yeah. I wonder if it's because the planet that they're taking off of is rotating clockwise, whereas most of the planets rotate counterclockwise. Sometimes that does do a little weird stuff. Superwoman asks if I play City Skyline. Yeah, I played it. I did a Let's Play series of it not too long ago, maybe a month ago. I did a pretty good, like 20, 25 episodes, something like that, Let's Play series. It was fun. It's a fun game. So you should check that out. I saw they have another expansion pack coming out here soon. Probably won't buy it. I don't really like buying expansion packs that much. I did buy the Mass DLC, or the Mass Transit DLC recently. I liked that. I liked all the stuff that it added to the game. Good important additions to the game, for sure, in my opinion. Alright, so this one, I'm going to switch over to Route 5. 3-5. And some more 6C ships somewhere in here. There's a water. There we go. We're going to switch that one to 5. Save that one up. Superwoman asked if I'm going to play City Skyline again. Probably not. Too many games, too little time. You never know, but I highly doubt that I will do another City Skyline Let's Play. I mean, I might play it again for fun at some point, but I wouldn't expect another Let's Play of it, unfortunately. There's a passenger that's on its way on the correct route. Very good. There we go. And actually, that should be most of my 6C ships, isn't it? Aren't they? Isn't? I don't know what the right way to say that is. Those are all going to 6C, so I don't want to mess with them. There we go. 3 to 5. Save that on the new route. Passengers, there we go. Switch that one over as well. Save that one. Manny says that City Skyline was a very relaxed Let's Play. He didn't watch all of it, but what he did watch was very laid back. Yeah, it definitely... It is not a... there's not a lot of, like, challenge. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, you got it right. It's relaxed. That's a good way of putting it. I guess I don't need to elaborate on that. You pretty much got it right first time around. Whoops. Come on. There we are. Thank you. Okay. I'll leave those ones alone. Digital Scott 256 says, "Hi, I'm clearly doing this wrong. I send large, slower freight type ships. Everyone else just floods the sky with ships." Yeah, definitely flooding with ships is the way to go. I do like to try to do the larger ones, but I like the larger, fast ones. I do not like the large, slow ones. I would rather do 2 large, fast ones. Although do I have the, like, I've never built one of these because they're 1.125, whereas this one is only slightly smaller, but it's 1.375, so it's considerably faster. Superwoman says that she thinks Chris left. Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's busy working on the game, so if he left, he left. That's fine. I wouldn't expect the developer to hang around watching me. I'm surprised, and it's very nice that they do show up. Digital Scott, there's that giant ship that shows up later, and it moves even slower. I think it has a system speed of 1. So I don't know if speed affects your prices at all. Yeah, I just don't know whether it affects that or not. But, like, in my mind, I pretend that it does. So, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate, speaking of fast ships. I'm going to do a food, water, and passengers. There we go. Now, one thing I don't really build are those small, fast ships, because they're very fuel inefficient, too. Like, I just... they are fast, and if I knew better about... if I knew better whether speed affected prices, you know, I might be more inclined to build some of the faster ships. But I just don't know well enough. And I do know that the super fast ships use like twice the fuel of the normal size ships. So Chris says that he's still here. He's just working. Did he miss a question? No, I don't think so. I didn't see any questions that were missed, Chris. Maybe somebody will type out something in the chat. I'll keep an eye on it for you, but I try to read everything that shows up in there that's relevant. Superwoman is gonna go get ready for work. Cool, Superwoman. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Always happy to see you here. Got a few more ships getting launched there. Heading out to 6C. 6C is growing fairly well. Digital Scott says for long hauls, I think a few large ships arriving on a planned schedule is better. And that more ships will cause the database to lag behind more. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I agree with the lag. The more ships that you have, the greater the lag is. Although the lag has improved considerably since launch. Like at launch, if I opened up my ship window with the number of ships that we have going on right now, the game would just grind to a halt. And you can see it's running totally smooth right now. So that's a huge improvement from how this game was at launch. And I definitely am very happy about that. You couldn't order new ships with this window in the game running when the game was new. So that has really been a big improvement. Digital Scott says, since the developer's hanging out, please give us a way to short ships, possibly by names or routes, please. Chris said earlier that that is in the works and it should be done in about a week. He will probably chime in if that is not correct, but that is something that is on the way. Definitely something that everybody wants to see. Patrick Men 11 says it's midnight, 12:40 in the morning there in Poland. But hey, how's the game going? I'd say we're doing pretty well. Patrick Men, thank you for showing up for the stream. You're going to catch the last 20 minutes of it. I'm on a random system here. I like the random systems. The AI is not really doing so well, but aside from that, everything else is going great. Digital Scott has only had the game for a few days and he's totally addicted. Yeah, it's a really addictive game, isn't it? Like, something about it. It's just, I just can't stop playing. I love it. Real fun. Let's take a look at, see how the AI is doing here. So they've all still got a negative net worth, about $100,000 to $300,000 each, whereas I have a positive net worth of operating profits. I'm sorry. I have a positive operating profits of $660,000. My income is $10 million. Their income ranges from $300,000 to about $2 million. And net worth, my net worth is almost $3 million. One of the AIs has a negative net worth of about $100,000, and the best AI has a positive net worth of $300,000. So I'm about 8 times the net worth of second place. Whiskers434 says a large number of ships will lag the server, but they're still optimizing it. Yeah, well, you guys have done much better on the optimization there for sure, at least on single player. On multiplayer, I haven't tried running the game faster than at speed 2, so I haven't really run into any problems on multiplayer either, but it seems like eventually you'd want to run multiplayer on some of the higher speeds, and I think that probably would cause some problems at the current stage of the game. But being able to run the game at speed 3 with, you know, whatever I have, 150 ships or something, and being able to order new ships and rename ships, like, I'm really happy with that. So we're going to have 6C pretty well developed by the time we wrap up here. Yeah, it's too bad the stream won't go on any longer, where we could see more start to happen. Or even, I guess you don't get to the leaderboard when you're on the custom scenario, unfortunately. So I don't get to see how well I've done. But the leaderboard has got a couple of bugs in it right now as well, unfortunately. So even if we're on one of the things where there's a leaderboard, it wouldn't really matter that we'd be able to see it. Patrick Mann asks how Deep Blue hasn't gone bankrupt yet, and Chris says that you can't go bankrupt in custom games. Oh, okay, well that's interesting. I didn't know that. Digital Scott says he agrees with me that the game is improved. We all know it's early access, and we support their efforts. And then he ran out of characters, so I think he's going to write some more. Got those 3 ships launching. You know what that means. Order more. Food, water, and passengers. And I probably ought to get some more ships going on the 5 route as well. going to switch these last C route ones over to 5. Although I guess the machinery ones I don't really need to switch over, do I? But the food and passenger and water ones would be well served to be on the 5 route instead of the 6 route. Although I don't know that we really have that many more of them. Even this one that's on the wrong end of the route, hopefully it doesn't cause any problems. I'm going to switch it over to, there we go, that's that one. And if we scroll down a little more, another machinery ship, there's a passenger ship to number 5. 5, there we go. Spaceport on 6B has been upgraded, that doesn't really matter to me. Oh, there's a bunch of 6C ships there, huh? Alright, so this one, save that. And we were down here with the scroll bar. There we are, Route 5. Save that one up. I said save that one up. Oh, famine on planet 2? Really? Why do we have a famine? Oh my gosh, I need more ships going to planet 2. That's a surprise. I thought I had a pretty good number of ships going here. That's really going to hurt my reputation there, unfortunately. I am their biggest provider of stuff, and I'm still busy fiddling with my existing ships. I need to get some more ships set up transporting stuff to planet 2. But I need to get these ships off of this 6 route as well. That's what I get for running the game at a high speed. I haven't had a famine for a long time. Unlike my first Let's Play series where like it was constant famines and I didn't accept any responsibility for that. I thought they were all random events. Save that one and come down here. We should be just about caught up on this. Save that. Oh, spaceports. What? Oh, it's because those are the good ships, huh? All right, so we are caught up then. Manny says, wouldn't it be good to diversify your ships and trade routes more? I don't think so. I haven't really found a lot of use for diversification in it. Patrick Mann asked how much the game is right now. It's $20. Are there any plans to increase the cost of game once it's out of early access? Manny says I should be taking stuff to multiple planets. I'm only serving 4 planets. Well, there's only 4 planets that request stuff right now. 3A, 2, 5, and 6C. I could start serving 6B, but they don't even have a spaceport yet. But those are the only ones requesting. Oh, I didn't know about 7E, but 7E also isn't really requesting anything. So like these yellow ones don't request stuff yet. So I'm trying to serve everything that I can, as much as I can. But right now I need to get some more stuff going to Planet 2 because they are needing more food and water. Digital Scott says he has constant famine as well because he doesn't do ship spam. Yeah, you kind of have to do ship spam. That's the name of the game. Need a lot of ships going back and forth, that's for sure. So I'm going to get a couple of these ships going to Planet 2. So I'm going to order one of those. Drop that down. Order one of those. Drop that down. Turn the speed up again. And this is a food 3-2. This ship also deserves a name. I will get it in there soon as I can click on one of these buttons properly. Like that. And here we have another ship that needs to be named. And I still have that saved in the whatever you call that, where you can just paste it in there. Clipboard, that's what I meant to say. I have that saved in the clipboard. And this is the last one, isn't it? Passengers. There we are. And these ships, they have not launched yet. Let's get those launched so I can reproduce them. I guess I have too many passenger ships going to Planet 2 right now. So basically, you get famine and stuff if you have too many passenger ships. So you don't want to necessarily do one passenger ship for every food and water ship. There's a slightly different ratio. It's probably like 6-5 or 5-6-4 for food, water, and passengers. When I play single player and I'm not talking to the audience and stuff, it's a lot easier to keep that properly balanced out. Not as easy when I'm trying to talk the entire time and read the chat and all that stuff also. But I'm not complaining. I am very happy that I have the opportunity to talk with you guys and have you watch me play. Lots of fun. Very lucky that you guys enjoy these things. Alright, so I've got a water ship right here, water 3-2, and a food ship. Oh, famine on Alpha 2 still. Sorry guys, I am trying to get more ships there. Digital Scott asks if the game is designed to be ship spammed. It seems counterintuitive to just stack more and more entries to the system. It will get unmanageable after long term. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Chris can answer that. You know, I mean, logistics kind of are about spamming vehicles, right? Like our grocery stores and like is commerce designed to be truck spammed? You know, if you go out on the freeway, there's trucks everywhere carrying stuff. And it's just the way that it is. So yeah, I don't know how you would. I mean, I know they're going to introduce additional ships and you know, like additional ship types and stuff. So that'll help over time, I imagine. But it seems like having a lot of ships going back and forth kind of would be the point of the game. I mean, Railroad Tycoon, this the sort of thing that happened. Transport Tycoon, this sort of thing that happened. I mean, it's just like it's pretty standard for Tycoon style games, in my experience. Oh, this is not the right planet. It's the one that I want to be looking at. There we go. They have pretty high demand for food and water as well. They're on 6C. So, boy, we're getting a lot of famine on Planet 2. There's a 3-6C food and a 3-6C water. Oh, I didn't have enough money for that ship. Huh, funny. Chris says, yeah, it's a bit ship spammy. Digital Scott would like to see more larger ships to replace the spam or reduce the spam. Seems like that would be kind of a long-term goal for sure for the developers. Alright, so there's... Oh, did I duplicate the food one? Oh, well. I'm getting a lot of famines here. They're all on Planet 2. But that's got to be just destroying my reputation. Get over there in a minute and let's see what it looks like. I guess I didn't do a couple of water ships for 6C. Yeah, not enough money. My reputation is holding up here on Planet 2. It's everybody else's reputations that are doing badly. So that's good. Do have food and water coming in there. The refugee thing still doesn't seem to be... Like, there never really are any refugees actually waiting on the planet to get off of there. Not that I can see. Oh, there's some. There we go. Now we're getting a few of them. And I don't have any ships set up to take them away. Which, that might hurt my reputation, not taking refugees away for sure. Wow, they're really piling up there. Oh, I guess somebody's taking them away. Oh, no, refugees fit in the food slots, don't they? Okay, I guess I am taking them away. I need to get water 360. That's what I was trying to do here. Let's get out of this screen where it's a little jumpy. Bob says, I'm hitting what he goes through with Europa every game, no matter what he does. He cannot keep up with food and water. Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't run into this for several games yet, so I'll probably end up flooding them with food and water here before too long. But maybe they reach a tipping point where you get their population so high. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll be able to get it under control, but maybe not by the end of the stream, though. Because we've only got about 5 minutes left, so I wouldn't expect that we'll have it solved by the time we wrap up recording here today, but, you know, do our best. I feel like we've had a pretty good time. Wow, we did almost make it through 10 years. It's kind of a surprise. Bob says the refugees are odd. When food is delivered, the refugees disappear. No, that's because the ships that carry food also carry refugees. So the refugees get on the food ship and then they go back to your home planet, I think, is what's supposed to happen. I honestly haven't checked to see if that's what is actually happening, but I believe that's what's supposed to happen in theory. Alright, Planet 2 still has a lot of demand for food and water. Definitely need to get more water going to Planet 2 still. Not these cruddy old water ships, though. I want some of these fancy new water ships. So I'm going to set one of those up right there. And go and give it a name. Save. Alright, I am kind of curious how many ships I do have going, though. So we've got 40, 87, 89, 94, 114 ships. So not too many. And now, no idea who this is. They don't have very many ships at all. Digital Scott says, when a famine is reported, I just spam like 50 rockets. That's not a bad idea. I probably should do that. I like it. 3-2. Neptune rocket. There we go. Oh, I didn't set him to launch immediately. Shit. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Now I'm causing the game to slow down with my rocket spam. All right, let's get these rockets that are just sitting there launched. This is definitely going to eat up my launch bays for a few minutes as I cycle through these rockets. Yeah, manufacturer needs gate. Yeah. There we go. Well, they load pretty quickly. Oh, you know what? Never mind. It didn't take very long at all. Wow. Okay. That was a good idea. Because they will... Oh, that was weird. That should definitely help with... Oh. Now, I centered the camera on the ship. I forgot how you get it to get off of that. Can't seem to get it uncentered off of the... Wait, there we go. Let's click on something else. Wow, look at all those passengers waiting to get off my planet. It's a lot of passengers. That's good. No wonder we have famines. Alright, yeah, look at all these ships coming in, making me bank. And are they putting a dent? Not even putting a dent on the food and water demands. I mean, they are putting a dent on it. And I got a bunch more coming, don't I? But is it enough? The answer, probably not. But each of those ships made me $5,000, so I think that means about a $3,000 profit off of each rocket. So pretty good. And the demand is still extraordinarily high. So I need to do another rocket spam here. Whoops, not like that though. There we go. 3, 2, launch immediately. Then we go down to here, and we do duplicates. And we just keep on going there. Digital Scott says, Chris, is there a magic number, for example, 1 to 2 for food and water per, say, 100,000 population? I'm struggling to find that balance. Alright, that should be a good number of rockets. I don't know how many I ordered, but, oh, not as many as I thought. I thought I ordered like 100 of them. Looks like I ordered about 30, maybe 40. Yeah, I thought I ordered a lot more than that. Superwoman says, send bigger ships. Well, I've got the big ships going there. There's not really any bigger ones than the ones I'm sending. Going to Planet 2. I'm sending those rockets, of course, but... that's weird. Why does it have, like, 2 different rocket icons? But... on the... well, it's going kind of crazy because all those... yeah, the spam is killing the frames per second, that's for sure. But that's okay. We all expect it. Oh no. Look at that. Oh, now we got a famine on 6C. I knew it was coming. Well, I guess we're never going to get to see if the famine gets solved. It is not getting solved here on Planet 2, by the way. I probably ought to shut off my passenger ships going to that planet. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to find out how things turn out because we've reached the end of the stream. I got to go feed my brother's dog. So let's take one last look at our money here. Hefty income. Company net worth, that's what really counts. $4.6 million company net worth. I still don't get... If my company income is $15 million, is that like lifetime income? That must be lifetime income. And my net worth is $4.6 million, so that's my current balance, I suppose, if you include the value of all my ships and everything. But it doesn't matter because my net worth is about 14 times my second place competitor, so they may as well not even exist. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun on this stream. I definitely had a good time. Let me look real quick at my schedule here. I am not 100% sure, but I'm fairly sure that I will stream again on Sunday. So if you would like to see me stream again, Sunday would be most likely the day to see it. It would be at 2 o'clock, so that's 2 hours before now, but on Sunday. As usual, I try to announce my streams at least 24 hours ahead of time, so keep an eye on my channel. If you're subscribed, it'll show up in your subscription feed. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. I am very lucky to have such a good group of people who like to listen to me yammer on for 2 hours at a time. And yeah, to all the new people, thank you. All the old people, thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.